Welcome to First in Main, the City of Winston-Salem's podcast about the staff and the programs that serve the Twin Cities residents each and every day. I'm your host, Brandii Little. Today, I am joined here by Captain Jack Swaim from the Winston-Salem Police Department to talk about recruiting. Yes, Winston-Salem PD is hiring, and this 21st century police department is an exciting place to build a career. There's a lot of great stuff to cover here, so stick around. We're about to get into it. All right, today we have the pleasure of speaking with Captain Swaim, who handles recruiting for WSPD. That's Winston-Salem Police Department. Captain Swaim, welcome to First in Main.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. So, Winston-Salem PD is hiring new recruits, right? Can you tell us a little bit about what is going on and what you're looking for in candidates?
Yeah, so I get this question a lot. So obviously with the police department, we have state standards. So there's Criminal Justice Training and Standards Commission, which is in Raleigh, and it governs what some requirements that we have to meet. One of them is you have to be at least 20 years old, of good moral character, and another big one is no felonies committed or convicted of a felony.
All right.
Those are some of the big ones by the state that we can't get around. But as far as the Winston-Salem Police Department, one thing that we really look for is a heart of service.
Okay.
And community service, wanting to give back to the community, just realizing that the community is bigger than yourself.
Yes, it is.
Because we are protectors and community servants. So that is the big thing. When I say we, Chief Penn, our leader, is looking for in an applicant is a heart for service and wanting to give back and protect the community.
That's what's up. Well, word on the street or around the city offices is that you guys have like the top department for policing. I mean, departments such as you guys have like great leadership, all kind of fun doodads. Like, can you tell us a little bit more about how Winston-Salem Police Department is different than other departments?
So my other departments, I can't speak so much on the other departments, but going to the leadership, I can say one thing that sets us apart without getting in the weeds or name calling. Our city council supports us overall, our city leadership from here at City Hall.
Okay.
And also, obviously, our Chief Penn department leadership. That has really what has set us apart, and the leaders he's put in place throughout the agency.
Okay.
They practice servant leadership. They listen. They're out there with us. And again, some of the tools you said, our real-time crime center.
Yeah.
It's been said, don't commit crimes in Winston-Salem right now because you're going to get caught.
What? So cool.
And our real-time crime center we had recently last year, we had police departments from Mexico, some from Africa, some from just all over. And New Orleans Police Department designed their real-time crime center after.
Okay.
So that's just some of the tools we have. And, of course, our uniforms we're currently wearing is another big thing.
Well, before we get into the uniform question, because I got one for you about that.
Okay.
I did hear that, the training is in-house. And a lot of the trainers, they go out with, like, the new recruits or new officers. Why is that important?
So it's very important. So, again, talking about the state, Criminal Justice Training and Standards Commission sets what we have to, they set the state curriculum.
Okay.
So every law enforcement officer in the state of North Carolina has to do the same curriculum. And a lot of that is done at community colleges. Winston-Salem is one of the few agencies that we have our own in-house police academy. Now, it's ran through the state. The big thing with that is we can add to it, but we can't take away. So a big thing that sets us apart is we do add to it. So, for example, after you take the state test and become a state certified officer in the academy, we give an additional 3 to 4 months of training. And that's on our big topics such as our firearms, our control and compliance techniques, which that's a new term. It used to be called defensive tactics. We call it control and compliance because we want to control, but we also want them to comply.
Okay.
So, and then driving, because we drive more than anybody. I mean, we drive over 1 million miles a year just because we're 24/7.
Oh yeah.
We drive in rain, sleet, snow. We're driving, but we add that. But also just even when you're not in the academy, just like myself being a sworn law enforcement officer, we also add in other training that Chief's big on. We have one that's called lunch rolls. You think of sushi, right? You hear lunch roll. But we have a mat room, and it's a lot of our control and compliance techniques where officers can come and get world-class training for free at the Beatty Training Center.
Okay, so y'all just be in there flipping each other around, make sure y'all know how to do it on the streets. Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you.
So,
that's what's up.
And the same with firearms. And driving, we have additional, but also just talking, de-escalation things, and just using your mind and your mouth, because that's your communication. And being able to think for yourself is the biggest tool you use, and the biggest tool you use every day.
That's dope. That's dope. Now, you talk about tools. I hear that people are jelly of your department because you guys have some cool, carrier vests and these little cool khaki pant things that y'all be wearing. What's up with that?
So that has been an ask of officers for years.
Okay.
What a lot of agencies do is kind of the dress uniform I'm wearing now, polyester pants, polyester shirt. But they would say, all right, well, you can wear your vest over that.
Yeah.
But one of the first things Chief Penn implemented when he became chief is we went to, I call it kind of similar to Chick-fil-A. It's a blue khaki pants, a blue polo shirt. Of course, we still wear our duty belt with all our cool tools on them. But the vest now is you get to wear over your shirt.
Okay.
So the big point of that is, the day like today, it's hot. You're outside. You've been on a scene directing traffic, or you've been on a crime scene, or just out walking downtown doing some community policing. You go inside. It's easy just to unzip it, take it off, and cool off.
Yeah, well, hey, makes sense to me. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. How's the pay and all the bonus programs for new recruits? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so pay, and when we talk about pay, we have to look at the livability of a city and the cost of living of a city. So our pay is going to be adjusted of the numbers I'm going to say, because I just saw we all got an email from our HR director about our pay raises. We have police officer trainee pay, which everyone will come in as a police officer trainee pay. High school degree, it's $50,000. Associates is $52,000, and a bachelor's is $55,000. Okay, that's police officer trainee. But when you graduate, you're going to go up all those change. So high school, 52, associates, 55, and a bachelor's 58. Okay. But what else is on top of that is you get a 5% raise on top of any one of those. So like myself, being a veteran and having a 4-year degree, I got 5% on top of that. And if you're a lateral, so in all trainees coming in, no law enforcement experience, you get a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Okay. And lateral officers in state and out of state. So, for example, we just hired an officer from Los Angeles Police Department. He's training on the street now, and we're just hiring one from Orange County, Florida. They will get a $10,000 sign-on bonus, and we will assist. We won't pay all, but we can assist with moving expenses.
Now, speaking of moving expenses, aren't there some apartment complexes in town that give police officers a discount?
Yes, most of your apartments, not all, but I would say overwhelmingly majority of your apartments will give some type of assistance. Now, it's like I said, it's kind of a partnership. You may have to close the pool or be responsive to residents in the complex. But in turn, we call that a courtesy officer. Okay. So, but they will give you work.
They'll give you a little discount just because you get the police car in the parking lot. Yes. That's what's up. Now, before we get ready to wrap it up, could you give people the email or the website for them to apply?
Yep. So the website is joinwspdnow.org. Okay. You got to make sure you throw that now on there, because if you do join WSPD, it'll take you somewhere else. So joinwspdnow.org.
All right. Well, that is some great information, and I am sure you are going to have some interests. I want to thank you for coming in today. I hope everyone in the audience feels the same as I do. We just learned something new. And if you need a new place to work, the police department is hiring. If you want to learn more, be sure to click or check out any of our notes and find out ways to apply. Also, before you click away from this, please don't forget to subscribe so you can get alerts for every new episode that we put out. You can find us on YouTube Or you can find us on your favorite podcast platform. Just search for First and Main Winston-Salem. Until next time, I'm Brandii Little, reminding you that when we work together, Winston-Salem thrives.